All right, let's talk about one of the wildest social experiments you'll ever see on YouTube. We're talking love, betrayal, a ton of money, and of course, it was all orchestrated by the one and only Mr. Beast.
The premise sounds simple, but trust me, it's brutal. One guy has to survive in the wilderness for 30 days. So what's the catch? Well, he's not alone. He's trapped out there with five, count 'em, five of his ex-girlfriends.
So this is the guy at the heart of it all, Grant, and his biggest issue, it's with Ashley. You might even remember this. He cheated on her on another reality TV show for millions of people to see. Yeah, that public humiliation is pretty much the gasoline for this entire fire. And now he's stuck with her and four other exes. On the surface, it looks like a standard survival game, right? Grant and one of the exes make it to the end, day 30, and they split a cool 250 grand. Easy enough. But nope, the vibe was hostile from minute one. It was obvious this was going to get complicated fast. And what's so wild is how fast everyone picked a side. I mean, look at this. While Grant is busting his butt trying to build him a shelter, the women are over here forming this powerful, united front. Their shared bad experiences with Grant, that was their superglue. And Ashley, she made it super clear right from the get-go. For her, this wasn't about surviving. This was all about revenge. So just when you think you've got the rules figured out, Mr. Beast does his thing. On the very first day, he pulls Grant aside, and then he pulls the women aside and tells each of them a secret. A secret that would completely flip the entire game on its head. And this right here breaks down the genius of the setup. See, Grant was told he had all the power. Every 5 days, he gets to eliminate one of the women, and he thinks, no matter what, he's getting a piece of that prize money. But the women, they got the real power. They were told the last ex standing could choose to steal the whole pot, the entire prize, leaving Grant with zero, nothing. You see how that one secret just changes everything? This isn't a survival show anymore. It's a high-stakes poker game full of strategy and deception. And for the exes, well, for them, it was a golden opportunity for a little thing called karma. So, knowing they had this secret weapon, the women didn't just sit around. Oh no, they got right to work, cooking up a master plan to control this thing from beginning to end. Their plan was simple but ruthless. Step 1, form an unbreakable secret alliance. Step 2, get inside Grant's head, mess with his emotions. Step 3, use that emotional manipulation to make him eliminate who they want him to. And what's the end goal of all this? That's step 4. Make sure Ashley, the one he cheated on in front of everyone, is the last one standing, so she can be the one to deliver the final blow and steal every last dollar. And man, their manipulation game was next level. It was like watching a masterclass. They'd orchestrate fake fights, have these completely staged emotional breakdowns. I'm talking Oscar-worthy performances. And it was all designed to pull Grant's strings and keep him totally clueless about what was really going on. But you know how these things go. As the game got more intense and there were fewer people left, the whole "this is all for Ashley's revenge" plan, well, it started to cause some serious cracks in the alliance. Grant starts feeling the pressure, right? So he makes a big power move. He gives Ashley an ultimatum. He tells her, "You have to admit that we were both at fault, equally imperfect, or I'm sending you home." For Ashley, this was a huge deal. It was a test of her integrity versus the game. And she refused, flat out. Okay, so this is a key moment. The pressure is on, and in a moment of frustration, Ashley lets it slip. She's talking strategy with another ex, Abby, and she just snaps, saying, "This is not your game." And with that one sentence, she made it perfectly clear. This was always about her story, her revenge. For Abby, hearing that, it changed everything. I mean, can you blame her? Abby suddenly realizes, wait a minute, I'm not a partner in this, I'm just a pawn. She felt totally used. So she does the unthinkable. She secretly flips, ditches the alliance, and makes a brand new deal with Grant, the one guy they were all supposed to be against. So the new deal is this. Abby tells Grant, "Take me to the end, and I promise I will split the money with you. I won't steal." But Grant, he's paranoid. To make sure she's telling the truth, he makes her swear on a Bible. In his mind, this is it. This is his masterstroke, an unbreakable promise. All right, let's fast forward to the final elimination, because this is where this whole complicated web of lies and promises just completely unravels. So, Grant, feeling totally secure in his deal with Abby, she swore on the Bible. He makes his move. He eliminates Ashley, his main nemesis. And in that moment, you can see it on his face. He thinks he's won. He thinks he's finally redeemed himself, showed everyone he's the bigger person. And then, Mr. Beast just drops the bomb. He completely shatters Grant's world. He tells a totally stunned Grant about the girl's secret, the steal option. He reveals that the power was never really Grant's to begin with. The hammer gets passed to Abby. And just like that, the power shifts one last time. And in her final speech, Abby lays it all out. She explains that when Grant made her swear on the Bible, it didn't feel like a promise. It felt manipulative. It felt controlling, and for her, that single act just completely voided their deal. So, with everyone holding their breath, Abby decides to follow through on the original plan. Kind of. She was going to get revenge for Ashley, but she was doing it her way, for her own reasons. It was a shot at Grant for his manipulation, but it was also a shot at Ashley for using her. And with one single swing of that hammer, she eliminates Grant. She takes the entire prize, which, by the way, had grown to $300,000. She played both sides against the middle and walked away with it all. So what do you even make of all that? Was what Abby did a genius strategic move? Was it karma getting served up to both Grant and Ashley? Or was it just the biggest betrayal of them all? I think what this whole thing shows us is that when you're playing a game of revenge, the line between who's the hero, who's the villain, and who's the winner gets really, really blurry.